Today, with our chapter a week share, I'm going to share on a Clear Night by Mamminga. I've already introduced this to you on the book share earlier, but now I'm going to be able to share part of her beautiful words with you. This is the preface. An evening star, a pale pink dusk. Fireflies wing their way through the gloaming, the rhythmic flash of their golden lights inviting us to step out into the night. It promises to be a clear one, and so we do. Often in the quiet of that gathering twilight, the moments of the day that brought us joy or sorrow or laughter begin to take on more significance. Sometimes a deeper understanding of our day's experiences greets us boldly like a full silver moon sliding up over a field or forest. Sometimes knowledge comes to us in smaller bursts, like the scattered flashes of fireflies. But most often, our awareness starts with just a stirring in the heart, like blossoming starlight. For even though we were not seeking those moments, had not planned or anticipated them, they reflect who we are, where we've been, and most importantly, what we were thinking. Pausing to ponder, we discover that those seemingly ordinary experiences often transcend into moments of unexpected grace. My hope in writing these essays is that the light created when we share our similar everyday moments might dispel the shadows, illuminate our paths, and remind us that we are not alone, that we do not walk in darkness. Come, let us look to the starlight together. And the essay I'm choosing to share is Midnight Crossing. Tonight, the lake is perfectly still. My husband and I fumble along the narrow dock with a single flashlight and carefully climb into the fishing boat. Before us, the dark, smooth water sparkles with reflected starlight. It is close to midnight, and the heavens are shimmering with beauty. We are crossing the lake to retrieve our 16-year-old son who is playing cards with friends at another cabin. He has never crossed the lake alone at night, and as his nervous parents, we decide to go down and follow him home. We rarely go out on the lake this night so late, and we are surprised at its loveliness. As we putt slowly along, the moist air brushes gently against our faces. Above is the Big Dipper, huge and magnificent. Nearby sits Cassiopeia in regal glory. Except for the starlight, it is pitch dark, but I know exactly where I am. In front of us looms the familiar shadow of Picnic Island, where I have shared many a fine lunch of ham sandwiches and green grapes with family and friends. Along the opposite shore, my eyes make out the well-known shapes of neighbors' cabins. In the distance, up on a hill, I see dimly the lights of my family's 1929 log cabin, Wake Robin. It is the one where my father spent summers, as did I, as did my children, until recently when my husband and I bought our own cabin at the other end of the lake. By that golden glow filtering through the woods, I guess that my mother and sisters have lit the kerosene lamps on the porch. It feels strange not to be up there with them in cozy familiarity. As we skim past the outline of my family's old dock and 1954 fishing boat, my husband turns off the motor and we glide to a stop near a tiny island just offshore. The sudden stillness surprises us. In the quiet of the lake and forest, we can almost hear our hearts beat. Magically, from out of the woods flows the sweet sound of children's laughter. From our boat's vantage point, we can see the teenagers' silhouettes on our family's porch, playing card games, hooting joyously at wins and losses. Our boat's arrival signals it's time to say goodnight. We watch as flashlights begin to bob like blinking fireflies down the wooded path to the lake. Laughter increases as a small parade descends through the darkness and all congregate on a narrow dock. From this merry commotion, a cheerful voice emerges from the darkness. "Marnie, is that you?" my friend whispers. "Hi, Mary," I whisper back. "Thanks for having the kids over." "We've had a blast," she answers. There is a familiarity to this scene. Our families, both from the same hometown in Illinois, have crossed paths on this Wisconsin lake for over 30 years. When Mary and I were teenagers, our mothers, to our amazement, let us bring along our boyfriends. Those high school sweethearts are our husbands now, and memories as strong as fishing lines weave our paths together. I glance back to my family's dock and see a light at its end. I know it is my sister waiting for her daughter, just as our protective parents before us did. And by the look of her flickering flashlight, I guess she is turning the pages of her star guide. As my son starts his motor, 3 moms and a dad watch with eagle eyes from their separate triangular points as the 2 teens skirt the water's edge. "Can I spend the night at the cabin?" my son calls out as he docks the boat. "Is that okay, Aunt Nancy?" I call back. "Oh, it's fine," she whispers. "There's a star shower tonight. We'll stay down and watch a while." We signal sisters a flashlight goodnight in the soft darkness. Heading slowly back across the lake, I remember a year ago how painful it was for me to make this move from Wake Robin, the cherished log cabin of my childhood. In buying a new cabin, I felt as if I were ending an era, deserting my siblings and my mother and depriving my children of a continuing journey. Yet, the move was important to my husband, who had long dreamed of owning his own cabin and who hopes to spend some retirement years here. Having shared moments on this lake with him since my 16th birthday, I could not have a finer or more loving husband. It was my love for him that helped me make the crossing. But in the beauty of this night, I realized that despite the move, we are all still connected. Love and friendship and family still light the way no matter where we are. Our move has brought not a severance of the past, but an opportunity for new beginnings and experiences to share as we journey into the future from our different points of light. As we cross the lake under the grandeur of the midnight sky, a sense of peace, gratitude, and God's presence fills my heart. I breathe the fragrant forest air and watch the starlight's twinkling reflection on the lake. Above us, the Milky Way shines like glitter across the heavens. Within it, the Northern Cross sparkles, pointing the way home. Thank you for listening to our chapter a week, and I hope you enjoyed this and all the ones coming up. Bye for now.